Hello everyone. Sawadee krap. I am teacher Luke and today I will present my part about vocalist theory. Sun Sun will perform his part separately. Okay. Today I will talk about the performance side of vocalist theory more than the technical side. Why do we have theory? Why do we have vocalist theory? Music theory and vocalist theory is a set of guidelines and strategies for creating and understanding music. Singers should learn music theory so that they can play any kind of music or sing any kind of music. Some singers have a natural sense of pitch. Some have perfect pitch. We call them a natural. But a blend of knowledge and technique is definitely a welcome experience. If some singers rely on their natural talent, that's their choice. If other singers want to get into the theory, it's definitely to their advantage. The skills and qualities of a good singer, of course, is a good singing voice. Also, self confidence, a love of music, and not just the music you love. Commitment and patience, determination and discipline. It is hard work. But most importantly, the ability to deal with criticism and rejection. So when people don't like your music, you have to keep singing. Learning about your terminology, learning about what all the different names mean in in music theory. It's the first step, just learning the names. For example, what would you think if your doctor says to you, okay, we're going to operate on your arewa, and oh, maybe today we can fix your anikure. Ah, yeah. Would you be confident that this operation would go well? Maybe the surgery would not if he doesn't know the names of things. Scientific examination of various vocal problems and how to identify them. Um, that's essential to keeping a perfect voice, keeping an effective performing voice for singing and for speaking and for everything. Music theory is not just limited to the music industry, or vocalist theory, I should say. Basic music theory is what we call notes and chords and rhythms, but advanced music theory, same like advanced vocalist theory, is what we call things like forms and textures and developments. A vocalist might perform in different ways, not just in the music industry. So he could be an announcer, a narrator, a radio host, a musical performer, like in professional Broadway productions on stage. He could be a professor. He could be like a teacher. In the modern times, vocal performances in video games are very popular and they pay very well. There are around seven or eight vocal types, and you have the soprano, the mezzo soprano, and the contralto are all, I guess, women's categories. There is an alto as well, but the alto is difficult to categorize because it's, how can I say, it's between the soprano and the contralto. It's not as deep as contralto, but it's kind of in the middle. But the soprano is the highest for women. For men, a long time ago, there was a role called the castrato, but we don't do that anymore. And so now we have a countertenor. And countertenor is the highest male voice. So, but if we want to register the mode, like modal register, how we use our throat, how we use our intonation, tenor would be the highest male voice that you would use. Maybe you would use countertenor in a choir. Baritone is in the middle for men. And the bass is the lowest for men. Children, as I said earlier, they can sing too. They have higher pitched voice. So as you get older, your voice will change. And the timbre or the depth of your voice, the resonance, it doesn't have the same variety as an adult voice, as a grown man or grown woman. So before puberty, before we go through the changes in puberty, our voices are a bit higher. The ligaments and the muscles in our throat are, I guess, less defined. And when you get older, the cartilage, the hard stuff that is not bone, it gets harder. So you can't make these notes anymore. What else? Oh, the height of the male larynx. This it's about here. Uh, it's I guess higher than it is for women. So as you grow up and your lungs get bigger, your chest gets bigger, your larynx uh, gets it changes, it gets higher. It will change what you can do with your voice. The seven vocal characteristics. If you are a judge, these are the things you are listening for. If you are a singer or a vocalist, these are the things we try to concentrate on for our focus. So these are just the titles of the categories. Volume, how loud. Rate, how fast. Pitch, how high or how low. Fluency, how fluent, uh, how do your notes work together well? Articulation, how clear? And tone. Tone can cover different parts of your voice. It can also cover things like attitude when you're singing. So tone is a big part of the characteristics. If you want to be a judge and you have studied your theory and you have music that you like, you can't forget that a song can still be 5 star. It doesn't matter if it's not your favorite music. Your favorite music maybe is heavy metal, but you know enough about the voice and you know enough about performance to know a good performance when you hear one and when you see one. There are so many parts of a performance. The feel of the performance. How do you feel when you watch it? The phrasing. How well put together is the song and the vocals? How clear is it? What are the dynamics? Is it all in a high voice? Is it all in a low voice? Your meter, your rhythm. Can you can you keep in time? Judges look at all of these things, and it's not just the style of music or how pretty or ugly you are. The most important things they will judge is your production, your performance altogether. Everybody makes mistakes, especially professionals who are getting paid and have many millions of fans and people watching them. They make mistakes too. So it's not about your mistakes. It's about the whole production. Your lyrics can make a difference. If your lyrics mean nothing, um, I hope your music is good. Your technical aspects will depend on the genre. If you're playing heavy metal, then they're going to look at how technically you play the guitar and the drums. How fast do you keep in time? Uh, is it in a strange timing that is not normal? Your musicianship. How do you get along with the other players? Do you connect with them? Do you connect with the audience? Do they get your performance? And originality. Is it original? Or did you copy it from another artist? Are you similar to somebody else? That's fine too, but they're going to think about that. They're going to think about, are you original or are you like a copy? So vocal lessons and vocal training can really pay off. Will really help if you want to be a vocalist. These are a copy of my references. So I hope this has been a bit informative and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Oh, okay, bye.